Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. It is Sunday, that means that it's time for a weekly chart breakdown. Without further ado, I'd say let's get right into it. So as always, we start on my favorite pair, GBPJPY, and we start off in the weekly time frame. As you can see, last week we managed to close above previous weekly resistance zone here with this candlestick right here. And now on last week we had a huge bullish push as expected upwards. We are currently on a previous daily resistance zone, as you can see here on the left. This area right here, so it acted as support here as a form as a resistance, and also here on the weekly time frame we have this resistance here. So what we could expect now is for price to continue pushing upwards towards this resistance zone on the weekly time frame here. So from the weekly time frame we go down to the daily time frame, and as you can see we have been in a beautiful bullish trend. We had a touch here, A, B, C, verifying our trend line. Now we have a D touch, so that's the fourth touch. On a daily time frame, we also managed to close in a huge bullish engulfing, which is another good sign for looking for buys on this pair. Now when we go down into the 4-hour time frame, we can see that we did have a few potential entry signals right here. So I marked them off with this arrow. So this would have been our first entry signal here on the 30-minute time frame. Let me scroll down. So that's literally what I said on the last week's video, that you should wait for retest into this zone here. Here we had our first rejection candle to the upside, which we could have taken a buy here. Second one right here, a bullish variation pattern, also a double bottom pattern. And then once we broke above the previous 4-hour resistance zone, we came back literally to the T to retest this 4-hour zone here, and this would have been another buy signal here, the bullish engulfing candle on the 30-minute time frame of support. So for now, what we could expect, so we broke the last high, which is right here. So now we could expect another retest back into this 4-hour zone right here. So we could wait for the break and retest into this zone. If price should continue lower, then we could see price coming back into this daily previous resistance zone, and maybe then act as a support to then continue to buy. So that means that overall I'm very bullish on this pair. I will not look for sells unless we do manage to break below this daily support here. Then I would like to wait for break for retest to then look to sell into this zone. And if not, maybe down here. But yeah, I'm overall more bullish, so I will be looking for buys. Unless this happens, then I'll be looking for sells. Okay, now we come to the pair GBPUSD. We also start off on the weekly time frame, and as you can see, last week we managed to close above previous support and resistance area on a daily and on the weekly time frame. We also closed in a huge bullish engulfing candle, so that means that there is a lot of buying volume. Now when we go down to the daily time frame, we managed also to close above previous resistance on a daily time frame. Also it acted here as a support, so we closed above. And now what I would like to see is for price to maybe come back to retest this daily resistance zone to act as a support, or if not, then I would like to see price break above this 4-hour or daily resistance zone here to then wait for a retest and look to buy up into this zone here. So the level 17400 is a key level, also an important level which I would like to see price react from. And now we go down to the 4-hour time frame. So here the first thing we could wait for is, like I said, for price to come back down into this zone here. As you can see here, we had a beautiful resistance. Here we had it as support, so I would like for price to come back here to then look to buy up. If that should not happen, then I would like to wait for a break of this high here for a retest and then look to buy up into this zone here. And now here I will be actually pretty cautious, because we will reach a daily support and resistance zone right here. So this was a previous resistance and support. So once price reaches here, we can see either two things. So price could either come here and then crash back down probably all the way to here, or we can see price push up, close in a daily candle up upwards, then wait for retest and then look to continue buying up. If we should manage to break this high here, this will be a trend change. so we will change into a bullish trend. So that's why we'll be careful. Just observe price once we reach this zone and react from that. So just react and adapt. Now on the pair gold dollar, we did manage to kind of come upwards, like we had a bullish push up, but then we closed in a bearish candle. So that means that there is still a lot of sellers in the market right now. And we also did close above previous weekly support zone. So that's why we're kind of indecisive in this zone right here. But as you can see here on the daily time frame, though, we closed in a huge bearish engulfing. We also have a beautiful evening star pattern right here on a daily time frame, so that means that that is a strong pattern. So what we could see right now, I will be only looking for sales with this pair, is because overall our trend is still very bearish, and we did not manage to break this high here. So what I would like to see is for either price to push below and close below the weekly support zone, for then wait for retest to look to sell down into this 4-hour level here, and maybe even lower depending on the selling volume. Or I would like to see for price to push up from the support up here, then create a form of double top, and then look to sell back down here. If that should not happen, if we should break this high here, I would like to wait for retest to then look to buy up short term here, or maybe even long term up into this resistance here. But overall, I'm still very bearish on gold right now, as of right now, so I will only be looking for sales on this pair. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the weekly chart breakdown. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you're interested in more and better information, make sure to follow my Telegram channel. The link is in the description. And I hope to see you guys soon. See you next week. Peace.